Hello and welcome to another week of Light Vibes with S. Lee. This week's theme is going to be peace. I chose peace because for me, this week I have been feeling a lot of internal peace with classes, with jobs, looking for a job, finding a job. I got hired somewhere else today, so I'm now two jobs shawty. Super excited about that. I also, like stated in the second episode, received a promotion, so that has brought a lot of peace to me because I'm now prepared for the summer. I know I can go home and not have to worry about where I'm going to work. Things with family have been good. Everything is just really bringing me down to earth peace right now. I'm level with the way life is going. And the people that are around me have such high energy at this moment that I'm feeling peace from them as well. So I felt like that was a good theme to start you guys off with this week. Comment below. Let me know if you guys are feeling peaceful, how you felt about the theme last week with happiness, if you were able to feel more happy this week than last week, and maybe shoot towards having more peace in the week to come. So up next, just to let you guys know, our guests did come through. They are here. We have the ladies of Resilience who have founded and have this wonderful group. They're going to come on and talk to you guys about what they do, what their group is made for, who they're introducing to the group, how their event went, and any other information that you guys are interested in knowing, I'm sure they will talk about. But I would like to welcome to Light Vibes with S. Lee, Valencia, and Marjorie, the ladies of Resilience.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you? Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you for having us.
No problem, no problem. So tell us a little bit about your group.
Well, we are Ladies of Resilience. We are basically two programs under one organization.
Okay.
I am the founder of LR Mentoring Group, where I mentor girls ages 12 to 17, and we have a summer program that I'm gonna be promoting and looking for mentors to adapt into our organization. I'm gonna say because we're one. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it's a summer program, but I'm still gonna be fully working hand in hand with Marjorie with Words of Wisdom. She'll tell you more about that.
And under Ladies of Resilience is Words of Wisdom. Within Words of Wisdom, I basically encourage women to live up to their authentic self, because throughout life in our generation, we end up losing ourselves throughout the trials and tribulations that come upon us, and we end up forgetting who we are. So it's like, and then people, people force God on people, and it's like, well, who was God for real? So it's like, well, let's find out who you are first before you even decide to go that route religiously. And I'm a strong believer of God, but I had to find out who I was and deal with self-worth and self-esteem and things like that. So Words of Wisdom is basically to encourage women to get out of the darkness into a flourishing light within themselves. And if they decide to walk that walk with God, then it would be a really, really good thing on my end. But that's not the goal. The goal is for them to be in a relationship with God, but the goal is to live with them eternally.
Okay. So these two groups combined is how you guys came up with Ladies of Resilience.
Yes, and we have like 4 core values. So we have unity, we have resilience, we have empowerment, and we have self-worth.
Yes.
So I'm going to talk about 2, and she can go on and talk about 2. If
Yes.
that's okay with
That's
you.
fine.
So we have resilience, because resilience is like the ability to be stretched, compressed, like you bend but you don't break. So that's what we stand on, like we're resilient in God's image. Like it's nothing that you go through in life that's gonna break you. It might bend you, it might stretch you, but it's not gonna break you. And we have empowerment because we encourage one another, we empower one another. We feel like everybody needs somebody to be that light for them. So our organization just empowers women, like, so if you go through something or ever feel like you're going through it by yourself, because you got somebody here, it's like, okay, sis, you can keep going, you know. And she's gonna talk more about self-worth.
And self-worth is the main foundation of the reason why we came up with this. We was sitting at home in our emotions, and we was thinking like, hey, the world is really, really lost, and here it is that I do have a friend that understands my mindset. I have a friend that's almost dealing with the same things that we're dealing with. Not the same thing, but we can be transparent with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, just imagine that there's so many people out there that just don't know themselves. But we really, at the time, we was judging. And then we thinking like, well, dang, what if we come up with an organization where we can help women come out of that darkness? While we pinpoint things out, we can pinpoint those things out with each other, where they can be transparent with each other and meet them where they at. So self-worth is basically increasing the level of self-esteem within themselves. And then with the unity to let each other know that we in this together. Yes, we're all women in this room. Yes, we all have been through different problems in this room, but together we will get through it. So that's what my 4 core values will fall under.
Okay, so when you guys decided to sit down and come up with this group, how did you figure out what people you were interested in taking in? Is it just everybody? Are you specifically looking for women that have issues that you know you want to help them build and work on?
With my mentor organization, I feel like a lot of girls, like 12 to 17, just are lost, especially when it comes to like God. Like they don't really know, or they kind of know, but they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of decisions that you make growing up trying to find yourself, you finding yourself in men or alcohol, or when you really, if you look to him, he's really the only way. So it's like, you going to all of these other outlets, but you just come to me, like I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna love you like you're supposed to be loved. I'm gonna show you yourself first. So it's like, if I can just reach out to our youth and start there, like we can raise queens. We are all queens, but like, let me show y'all like how much y'all really worth.
A different outlet. So, and then with words of wisdom, it's the same, basically the same thing, but with words of wisdom, I guess it's not really an age limit, but it's more so people my age, people that can understand the words of wisdom, because the youth, they don't really understand words of wisdom because they haven't been through nothing. So that's why I'm going to be hands-on with her to help her. And when they get to the age range, when they have more mature in mind, then they can come to words of wisdom and to grow. So words of wisdom is basically anybody can come. It's not just people with heartbreaks or things like that. It's just for a person to grow. So say if a person feel like they've never been through things in life, they're really not humble, they think they're humble, and they might sit in the classroom and really, really hear other people's problems like, dang, I'm really, really thankful. Like, this just opened my eyes up.
And I feel like a lot of times, like, you don't even realize that it's some underlying issues that you have, and you probably push to the back of your head that you don't even realize haunt you to this day. So, I mean, even with that, you can't just learn stuff about yourself that you never even knew listening to somebody else's testimony.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of my business partner, Valencia, I realized that because yet it's still, I didn't think I had low self-esteem. And I used to wear lashes since I was 16 years old. And when I sat at church, I'm thinking like, dang, like, I never wore lashes. I mean, like, I never wore my own face. And when I finally took them off, I was really like battling, like, I need some lashes. But I had so many compliments than I ever did before. I'm glowing. And it's like, but I'm still having a hard time to accept myself. And I feel like, how many people out there have not lived the most authentic self? And it also falls back with the relationships, the bad relationships I've been through. So it's basically my testimony that's going to get people to open up to their lives instead of just pushing things back.
This is a really enlightening group. I'm happy. So, as far as SVSU students go, is this open to, I'm assuming young ladies only? Okay, is this open to only SVSU students? Saginaw Township people can come if they're allowed on campus, Delta students as well?
So mine is not just really young ladies. I'm a young lady, but it's also I have a person that I'm mentoring that's 32 years old. So there's no limitations with words of wisdom, because words of wisdom can go to a 50-year-old that's been missing something from their youth. So there's no limitations on age. Yes, we're going to we do have different separate conferences that we're going to hold, but we're going to reach the metro area in Detroit. Southfield, I'm also leading to Toledo to have a conference there, and also the women homeless shelter here. So, and I didn't even think about Delta, so Delta was a great opportunity for us to go there now too, so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just all ages, like 12, not all ages, but ages 12 to 17, like it doesn't matter. Like I know I was in a mentor organization, and I've been mentoring girls for about 2 years. So I have still a mentee back at home in Detroit. So when I plan on my summer program, I want to go to Detroit and hold like some events there too. So it's really, I'm not going to say like, oh, if you're not from Saginaw, you can't. No, it's not like that at all.
Everybody's welcome.
Okay.
Don't turn nobody away.
So as far as Ladies of Resilience goes, and you guys combining it together, the group that is on campus, that is for just SVSU girls, right? No,
We
still
got people
not.
from Delta there. We got people
From across Saginaw.
Okay, so you guys had an event tonight. Tell me about it.
Okay.
Well, we had a great turnout.
Yeah, did.
Like 34
30 people. We expected like 15, 20.
Yeah,
So
it
that
was
was
nice.
pretty good.
And all that. We had refreshments. So we did a couple icebreakers, and we just introduced our our mentoring group and words of wisdom. So just how everybody has a good understanding of it. And I want to say we did like part of our own testimonies because we want to meet people where they at. So it's like, okay, y'all want us to open up to y'all open up to us. So we just wanted to show like we doing this because we genuinely care and genuinely love y'all and want y'all to reach out to God and just touch His garment. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And the two main things that we focused on within the organization, which was the highlight of the night, was the icebreaker. The first icebreaker was where we passed out different cards and people had to write down some things that they was dealing with. And so somebody might have self-esteem or things like that. And we all put it in a basket and we shook it up. And before we started, I want them to know that they can trust me. So I told them a few things that I was dealing with. And I could be transparent here, self-esteem or heartbreak or death in the family. So I fed off those things to allow them to open up. And then we fed off things and to see who all had been through those things, they would raise their hand. And the majority of everybody raised their hands like, okay, now we know we're in this together. And so that was a really, really great thing. That opened up a lot of emotions. Tears did fall down my face.
And I really didn't expect everybody to be so interactive. Like, it wasn't like people were shy or anything. Like, they was like, I want to say something, I want to say something. So we got these group of women that's just like sharing their testimony or sharing their input. And it was just like
Amazing. Yeah. And then the second one was a game where we laid cups out. And we have 4 volunteers, 2's going to be in the crowd, and 1 on the opposite side, and another one on the opposite side. The one on this side, she's blindfolded, and she had to get to the opposite side while the person is leading her. So she had to hear this person's voice, while 2 people in the background is distracting her. And the titles that we had was boyfriend and negative mindset. So the negative mindset is throwing things at her like, you ain't gonna never do nothing. You go fail this test. And her boyfriend like, baby, why you didn't come last night? But she really trying to like, I can't really hear. So she's trying to get to the other side, but she's knocking things over. So we got the asking what did they get out of the game. She's like, I just really couldn't hear. I tried to hear his voice, but I really couldn't understand it. So the object of the game was when God is trying to talk to you, you can't really hear him because you have all these other things that's distracting you. So you have to block those distractions out, but you can't really hear what's your path. And not that you didn't hear him, you knocked over some things in your life, and that was pregnancy. Now you got pregnant because you couldn't hear that this man wasn't really for you because he was distracting you.
Or you got your heart broke because he told you to stop talking to somebody a long time ago, but you wanted to be hard-headed. So now, you know, you're going through all of the stuff that you never really had to go through if you would have just listened to him and stayed focused on him instead of being so distracted by sin or just people in general. So
Yeah.
It sounds like a really, really good group. How can young ladies that are interested in joining the group, how do they get in contact with you guys? Or when are your meetings? Where do you guys meet at? What days?
Well, since I'm going to be one on campus, it's going to be Words of Wisdom, Ladies of Resilience, in Curtis 100 every Monday, same time, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. If we have to go over it, then we will, just for personal issues. But my email address is wordsofwiz07@gmail.com. And then they can go onto my Facebook. I do have a phone number that, but on my Facebook they can get that contact information. So my Facebook is Margerae, which is MarGerae, at Facebook.com. My name is, that was just my email address, and then the name on there is Margerae Jackson, and they can contact me from there.
and LR Mentoring Group will meet, I'm shooting for June 23rd as my kickoff, but it's going to be every Friday, starting June 23rd in the summertime, probably like the end of August. But I have been, like I offered, you know, I tell everybody to let me know if they wanted to be a mentor in our organization, to reach out to me and let me know. My email address is ladies of RES, so ladies of Res @gmail.com. And I have one more thing to say. Kind of lost my track of mind. But yeah, that's my email. Oh, my Instagram is Resilient Queen, and then it's 1_.
Okay.
How you guys can contact us.
Excuse me. Well, since we're on this topic, it would be the good time to do my shed light segment. So you guys haven't been on before. On my Shed Light segment, I will read an excerpt or a whole message from someone that was anonymously sent to me asking for advice or help or assistance with the problem or situation they're going through. And I don't read it verbatim just because I don't want anybody who has friends specifically listening to be saying, oh, I know her, she talk like that. So
Exactly.
I dumb it down a little bit into my own terms. So there was a young lady who wrote in who is pretty much saying that she's tired of having her heart broken. She's in relationships with people that she can't find happiness. And after being with so many people where she was never happy, she finally decided to give one more guy a try. But this time, this guy is in a relationship, so she's playing the sideline, girlfriend number 2 type of thing. And based off of what she said in her letter, to my understanding, this is the happiest that she's been because she feels like he only gave her that chance because he's really not happy where he's at. So now she's in this relationship with him or situationship with him playing the side. And her advice is, her question is, I don't know what to do. Should I stay with him because I'm happy, or do I leave him because I'm playing number 2 and then I won't be happy? So I'll give my input first, and if you guys have any advice that you think you could give her, then it would be definitely appreciated.
Of course.
For me personally, I don't do the sideline number 2 thing. I know that girls and guys tend to get their feelings emotionally involved before they can stop it because it's just human nature. If you like somebody, it kind of forcefully happens on its own. But in your situation, I think that it's not necessarily that you are experiencing love because you haven't found it before. I think that you're only experiencing it because you're trying to make something out of what it shouldn't be. You're experiencing some form of happiness only because he's not the other people that you've been with. But in all actuality, how happy could you really be being number 2? Because at the end of the day, he has a girlfriend who I'm sure doesn't know about you, but you know about her. So at that point, you already know that she means more. So how much do you internally mean to yourself if you think that it's okay to, just because you feel the love from him, quote unquote, you want to stay there? My advice to you would be, find something in yourself that helps you to really understand who you are, so that you know you don't have to settle for being somebody else's number 2, and know that you don't have to settle for being with someone who already has a number 1 to begin with. I watched a Madea play, and one part that stuck out to me that's relevant for this situation is, if you are tired of being another woman, go find you another man.
So yes, my advice to you is that who is number 1? You can't put yourself second to nobody. You're number 1 in life, you're number 1 to yourself, you're number 1 in school. You have to have that mentality first. If you don't have that mentality, then you shouldn't be dating at all. You have to know who you are, and self-worth is what we focus on. So you have to love yourself and understand that you don't need a man that's playing husband to both of you guys. The reason why I say husband is because soul ties. He's sleeping with her and also sleeping with you, and you also sleeping with her too. Because not only will he land with her, but now you have some bits and pieces of her personality within you. And now he only like you because you portraying some things of her. He's creating something that's feeling to him, and it's really because he has self-esteem problems as well. He's dealing with self-esteem problems. That's why he feel like, I need these different women to make me feel whole. So it's like, well, you need to sit down and think, how bad do I love myself? Do I love myself? As I was talking earlier in my program, Ladies of Resilience, Words of Wisdom, I didn't appreciate myself. I didn't love myself because here it is, I'm giving myself to this man, and after him, then I go in a relationship with him, and it's not cute. It's not fulfilling. I was only searching for love because I didn't get it from my dad. And that's some things that I had to do some self-evaluation for. So you have to do some self-evaluation and understand that you are worth way more. And to wait, your husband will be there, but you have to wait and fix you first. You can't give yourself to someone when you're not even full. You have like a woman, and you're giving yourself to this man to make you whole. You will always and forever be broken. You have to make yourself full and whole. So when you give yourself to him and he leave you or break your heart, then he's not really leaving and breaking your heart. He left and broke himself. But if you trust in God, then he's going to see you the man. And so if he break your heart, then you should be like, okay, God, what happened? Because I trusted you. Put your trust in God and not in man.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, your relationship with God, you gotta make that A1 before you focus on your relationship with a man. Because if you find your worth in a man, you're gonna always be disappointed. You're gonna always be disappointed. And then just marinating on something that he dropped in my spirit maybe like 2 weeks ago. I think I made a Facebook status about this. I don't know too many people that can love me enough to lay their life down for me. I'm talking about like lay their life down, like die for me, die on the cross. So whenever somebody trying to like treat me any kind of way, it's like, look, I don't know what you're tripping on, but God like sent his only son to die for me. Like, so that's where I just feel like self-worth come in at, like, you just gotta know who you are, who you belong to, and who you are. And then, you know, you can go from there, but I just feel like you just need to reevaluate your situation, reevaluate some underlying issues you need to work on with yourself, and be okay just being content with just you, like just you and God. Because he'll give you this joy that the world cannot give you. And I'm talking about it's amazing. So, I mean, that's my advice to you, and just come, I mean, maybe you should come to one of our, you should definitely come to one of our Monday night.
We want to know who you are.
We
So
want to
just come in.
no judgment, because we've all, like, you know, been there. Well, I haven't been in that exact situation, but still, like, you know, everybody's been there before or been somewhere familiar. So.
And another thing, you have to define love. What is love? Find what love is. Now, is he really giving you those characteristics of love? Not really, because he's giving it to someone else. You want someone to love you unconditionally, that look in your eyes and look at you as a queen. But he don't. He look at you as a servant, the servant his queen. You just a piece of meat to come to. So you need to reevaluate all those things before you even lay down with someone else. So that's our input, Ladies of Resilience, Monday, 7 o'clock p.m.
Yes, so that is our advice. Make sure you take heed to that. Pause the video, play it, write it down, listen to it, replay it. You can pause, play, rewind, and stop on YouTube. So make sure you get your message out of whatever was just stated. Hold on to however many pieces of that message that are important to you. Find yourself, find a solution for yourself that works for you. And yes, attend their meeting on Monday at 7 in Curtis 100. On a lighter note, we are going to play a game. So if you would do us the honors of pulling a sticky.
Okay. I got the Starburst game.
Okay, so we're going to play the Starburst game.
Okay.
So in the Starburst game, there are different colors, and each color means something. Orange is going to be an embarrassing moment. Yellow is going to be your favorite hobby. And if you get yellow more than one time, it could be something that you really don't like doing after you give us the favorite thing. And if you get red, you can tell us one character trait or personality trait that you're interested in having in the person that you find as your husband when he comes to you.
Which one?
Red.
Okay.
Give me
Okay. Let me tell you.
And then
Guys, that's you.
the last color is pink. For pink, we're going to do, you can tell us a fun fact about yourself that you think is interesting.
Okay.
If you don't remember, I'll tell you what they mean.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and pick yours first. If you
I can't look.
Nope.
Give me red.
So go ahead and tell us a character trait or personality trait that is like, you have to have this to be anybody I would consider as mine.
Okay. Well, can I tell you what I used to say, the old Marjorie?
Yep, that's fine.
The old Marjorie would say you have to be tall, you have to be dark-skinned, you have to trustworthy, love me unconditionally, and something that's inappropriate. And but the mature Marjorie, number one must, you have to be a God-fearing man. Love him more than I love him.
Okay.
You have to love him more than I love him, because I love him like to the extreme. I talk to him every day. Every single day, even in public. I don't even care. Like that's my best friend. Hopefully he's my husband. But if you love him way more than I do, then I know you're my husband. You gotta be a God-fearing man. Because I'm not even gonna look at the way your height or dark skin, light skin, I really don't care. I know you said one, but I'm keeping there.
Well, actually, technically, you gave us the old list, but you did give us one thing.
said two.
You said God-fearing.
Okay.
That's all I got two?
No, you gave one. You told
Okay.
us the old list just to let us know what it would have been, but now that you are a lady of resilience and you know the higher power, you gave us the one. So, God-fearing. If you're not God-fearing, don't even look her way.
Don't.
Pink.
Pink.
This one.
Yes. Tell us a fun fact about yourself.
A fun fact about me. I graduate this year.
Congratulations.
It's not till December, but I just changed my major, but I'm still graduating. I changed my major my senior year, but luckily I was nursing, so everything transferred to health science.
Okay.
So I still graduate this year.
Graduation in December. I did mention that to you guys too. So to December graduation.
Next year.
To be announced, but to December graduation. Okay, so I'll do one. Let's see. Yellow. Well, since it's yellow, just because I want to, I'm going to change what yellow means because it ties into what's next. For yellow, for me, I'm going to do the most embarrassing moment in my life because it's actually something that's really funny, and that's actually what my story time was going to be about too. So, most embarrassing moment in my life, I was at the club. I'm not going to tell y'all what club, it doesn't matter. I thought I was the hottest thing in the club. I went to the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, my hair's starting to sweat out. Let me throw it in a little bun, kind of similar to this one. Thought I was looking super cute. Walked out the bathroom, and mind you, in my head, I thought I looked so cute. I'm hearing all these people like, hey, hey, hey. And I'm just like, no, I'm not interested. Just walking. I get and stand by the bar, and I'm just, doing a little two-step. And some girl tapped me on my shoulder and was like, excuse me, you got tissue on your shoe. I literally thought I was walking through the club and everybody was trying to get at me like, you fine, hey. No, they were trying to tell me that I was dragging tissues on my club.
You good.
No, thank you.
So that was story time
That's
and
funny.
an embarrassing moment from Esley. Y'all don't tell nobody. I've already shared it on YouTube. That's enough. So thank you so much, ladies, for coming through. I appreciate it. Guests at the moment are very far and few between. So if you guys are ever having any big events, anything that you feel like you want to broadcast, please let me know. You're more than welcome to come back on the show. If you want to spit out your social media one more time, how they can get in contact and let them know about the meetings again.
Again, my name on Instagram is Resilient Queen 1_, and my email is ladiesofres, so just ladiesofres@gmail.com.
And once again, my name is Marjorie. On Facebook, it is Marjorie Jackson. That's MARGERAE. And my email address, because I'm the founder of Words of Wisdom, it is wordsofwiz07@gmail.com.
Alrighty, well thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Good luck with you guys' group.
Thank you for
all
having
of your
us.
other.
Thank you. I opened this. Can I eat it?
No, go ahead. Enjoy it. When you guys get everything together for your groups in the city, I am from Detroit, let me know. I'm always willing to help and instill some good growth, empowering these young ladies in the city. So you guys, please get in contact with these wonderful, wonderful African-American queens that are trying to make a difference. And just stay in tune with what they're doing and make sure you go out next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. See you guys later.
Bye.
Alrighty, you guys. So, just like every other week, letting you know who will be on next week. We will have Jay Real. He is going to be coming on. He is an artist from Detroit, Michigan, who sings. And I'm going to play you a snippet of his music to prepare you for next week. That was Jay Real. He will be on next week, so make sure you guys tune in and listen to some of his music on his SoundCloud. It is Jay Will, Jaywill. However, his music name is Jay Real, as in I'm the realist. So make sure you guys listen to his music, tune in next week. And once again, to my wonderful sunflowers in the audience, I love and appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Light Vibes with Esley for one more week, and I will see you next week.